Good morning. Hi, guys. Well, for me, it's the morning. And as you can see, we have several little cups here. These are going to be my pour cups today. Today is experiment day. So, I typically use the silicone, the CRC stuff. I usually spray it into a little jar. Because it seems to work better for me that way if I just drip it into my paint. So, and somebody else, there's plenty of people out there that use the blaster. I tried this one time. I didn't really care for it, but I only used it once. So I didn't really give it a good try. But I noticed that when I sprayed it into my little jar, it stayed there for days and days and days. This has more, I want to say this, I think this has like the petroleum in it along with the silicone. So it's, it doesn't evaporate. With the CRC, there's silicone and acetone in this. As you can see, I wrote it on the top because I called the company to ask them what was in it, other than just silicone. So mine evaporates within a day. This one does not. It just sits in there. But I didn't like the way it worked when I painted with it. But like I said, I only painted with it one time. But I've had several people say, why don't you spray your paint cup with your silicone? And I haven't done that up till now because I was a little afraid of it just adding too much silicone to my paints. So we're going to do an experiment. I'm going to pour white down the center here. We're going to have 4 squares here. I'm going to use both. I'm going to try it with both of them, both my silicones. So we're going to have, we're going to use 2 where I spray the silicone on the cup and then spray the silicone between the layers of paint. And then we're going to have 2 where I do it like I normally would do it, where I just spray it into, I just drop it in to the paints. So, as a matter of fact, that reminds me, I need to spray a little bit of this into a cup so it can sit for a minute. So I can just drip that in there. But see how foamy it is? I'm not sure why this one foams up and the other one doesn't. So I don't want to spray that over my thing there. Okay, so that should be enough. We'll let it sit. We'll let it bubble down. Okay, so first we're going to do the CRC. We're going to use a spray cup. I've got these 4 cups because these I just wash out and reuse, and they're really good. They're all about the same size. These are little Play-Doh cups. This is obviously a medicine cup. And then this one is, I had to go searching for it. One of my kids' cups. But I promised I would return it to them. So, we're going to try the CRC first, spraying in the cup. I'm going to pour some white down the center here, and then we're just going to do 4 flip cups. So I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm hoping they can sit there long enough to wait for all 4 cups. We shall see. So first, I'm just going to spray a little white. None of these paints have any silicone in them so far. So, okay. Hopefully that's going to keep it divided long enough, to do, I don't want to get that white in there. I really don't want it going off the edges yet, so we'll just leave it like that. First one, we're going to do a quick spray of the cup. Quick spray of the cup. Then we're just going to start piling colors in. I'm going to do it the same way, hopefully each time. Just a little bit of paint, and then a spray between each color, right? Isn't that what they do? A little bit of green. A spray. Real quick sprays here. Some blue. Another quick blast. And some turquoise. Now, I know normally I tell you what my colors are, but I feel like this time there's really not much point because with my turquoise, I used like 4 or 5 different leftovers that I had. Some of them were apple barrel, and then there was an artist loft. So it's just a great big mix. Okay, so that's probably enough paint for that corner. So I'm going to go ahead and flip that over. Let it sit. Okay, so now this one, we're going to use the blaster silicone. Spray the cup first. Whoa! That did not... All that did was like make a big... Maybe I should spray it with the little thingy, huh? There we go. Okay. That just seems like way too much silicone. Alright, so some white in the bottom. Then some green. Whoop, nope. I got spray. Quick spray. Some green. Okie dokie. Another spray. This just seems like way too much silicone, but some blue. And a quick spray. And then some turquoise. And another quick spray. God, all that silicone is just sitting on the top. I don't like that at all. I mean, it's just, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just total liquid on the top of there. I'm going to take something and just dab a little bit of that out because I don't want that pouring all over my canvas. Now there still should be plenty of silicone left in between. Okay, there we go. Move this out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna leave that like that. Okay, we've done that. We've done that. As you can see, I've poured a little bit of extra paint in some of these cups, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my little silicone. The okay. We're gonna do the. Yeah, see how broken those cells are in there? I don't know if you can see that or not, but I don't really care for that. Okay, so we're going to do the silicone blaster. We're just going to do like 2 drops in each. Not even 2 drops. We're just going to do like 1 drop of it. No, we're doing 2. Okay. Because I dropped an extra drop. Okay. So, this is going to be the silicone blaster. This first cup is going to be the blaster. I'm just mixing the silicone in real quick. And then my little pour cup here. It's just all in the same order. I'm just going to pour all of that in because I don't have a lot of that. I just did enough just to do 1 little pour cup. This should be interesting. Okay. It's going to be on that side. Then the green. Scrape all of that in there. My painting that I did last night with all those, the great big painting that I did, it's not quite dry yet, but I do have some casualties in the painting. I never cover my paintings. So I have 2 little bug corpses in my paintings. I don't pick them out because it tends to make a bigger mess. I'll scrape them off once the painting is dry, and you can kind of go over that with just a hint of a dabble of paint after you've kind of sanded it off of there, and you can't even tell. Besides, that adds a little bit of interest, right? Whoops, over the cup. Okay, there's that one. This is the blaster, and I hope this cup is going to sit okay. Perfect. Okay, last but not least, we're going to add the silicone, the CRC silicone, into my paints. Whatever I've got left over here. Just a few drops, maybe 2 drops in each one. There we go. That's done. Give it a quick stir. Don't want to stir it too much because the more you stir your silicone in, the smaller cells you're going to. This is really pretty here, but it's not, not what I would normally, get excited about. So, a little bit of white. A little bit of green. A little bit of blue. And a little bit of turquoise. And we flip. Alright, I'm going to move some of these colors out of the way. Okay, I'm going to try. This side was where we sprayed the cup. And you can, I don't know if you can see this. I can see where some of the paint has come down off of the cups. But, I don't know. I really don't really care about that. Because you can see in this one, you can kind of see it's a little darker right in the center where the paints come off. It's done the same thing in this one. I didn't spray this cup, so let's just do this really quick. Woo-hoo-hoo. At least the colors are pretty, aren't they? I love turquoise and lime green together. They're so gorgeous. So you can see the difference in the cups. The spray did help a little bit. I'm sure people, most people use a little more paint. And these, okay. Oh, look at the cells coming out of that cup on the top left. Yeah, see? Look at the cup. Yes, it worked. It did come off of there. But look at the cells in this one and the cells in this one. And then over here, the cells in this one, the cells in this one. This got really kind of mixed. I think it got muddled from all of that silicone. But they both work. This does take more paint out. A little bit more paint out. But, I don't know. I love the inside of this cup. Wouldn't that be a cool coffee cup? If you get your coffee cup to look like that, that would be cool. And the other two. This was the blaster. And this was obviously, the blaster in the paint. Blaster in the cup. In between. CRC in the cup. In between the paints. CRC just in the paints. Okay, look. It's looking pretty though. I just smeared white paint all over my face. I always end up smearing paint. My family always laughs at me because they say, "Oh, you got paint on your nose." I have no idea how I get paint on my nose every time, but I do. Okay, we're just we're blasting the air bubbles for the moment. I kind of just like it the way it is. I don't want to tilt it too much because I really don't want the paints to blend. Kind of, I don't know. Seems like it would kind of mess the... I'm just sort of looking at it just to kind of see what the difference is. I feel like when I put the silicone in the paint, if you look at these, I have more cells coming up. But this one, I don't know if it's the white and the green kind of mixed together too much, but this one, I don't know. Because this one looks cool. Look at that little cell structure right there. That's pretty. I don't know. Well, let's just go ahead and tilt it and get that over with. We'll try and keep them from, getting too close to... But at this point, you've kind of seen what they do. And I've got way too much paint on here, so I'm going to have to pour off, quite a bit of it. I don't know. I'm not liking this corner over here at all. I think that corner needs to go. Kind of messed up the experiment a little bit though, dragging it all off, because now you can't really see how it's gonna do once it... Let's see if we can bring it back a little bit. Without completely destroying all the cells. I'm kind of liking that white negative space though. Okay. I think I'm just going to leave that. Did we get all the corners? No. With all that pouring, I still missed 2 of the corners. Really? Okay. Now I'm going to have to go hunt down my palette knife. Actually, with all the paint that I can scrape off the edges here, off the bottom, I can just fix those corners real quick. And you'll never know. Nobody will ever know. You'll never know. See if you can pour. You can scrape off enough off the bottom. You can just pour it on the corner. Keep it on your hand. Oh, I got so much paint on the table. I hate to waste all that paint. Okay. Set that down. Okay. Well, I'm not really seeing much difference. I mean, I did what I would normally do so that it would... but you know what? I've got a cut on my finger and that silicone is burning. Okay. This one and this one were the ones where I sprayed in the cup, and that one was the one where I sprayed in the paint, where I put it in the paint and mixed it up. I'm not seeing a whole huge lot of difference in them. So, other than the cups, obviously you can see my cups. Yes, I did get a fair more amount of paint out of them, but my cell structure is really, to me, it doesn't look a whole lot different. So, and you know, I'm either gonna, like, all the paint that's not in that cup is on the table right now, so it's not like it's on my painting. So, okay, look at my fingers. Look how pretty those colors. Let's fire it, just so I can get some of this paint off my fingers here, because my poor little torch has about had it. This little button here keeps getting stuck, and I've actually had to use my teeth to mash it down a few times. Okay. Quick once over, get the air bubbles out that may still be there. I don't really want to destroy my negative space, because I'm kind of liking it, and I don't think there's any more cells that I want to pop up. So, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. We've gotten let's get the sides. We've gotten all the air bubbles out, I do believe. All my corners are covered, and I kind of like a little bit of the cells coming up in this corner, though. It does kind of look pretty. And like right along here. I like it when the cells come up through the white. I like to do just a white, mostly a white canvas, where like cells in color come up through the edges. Where, you know, the cells will come up through the white paint. Because I like that. But I can't use this white paint. It doesn't work very well when I go to, when I want more white in my painting. This white does not come up very well. But I have discovered that the white, the metallic white from Artist Loft will come up through the paint. Even though this white is the Artist Loft Flow, it is not solid opaque. That's a misconception, I think, among a lot of people. It's not opaque. It's semi-opaque, but it kind of acts like opaque most of the time because it sits on the bottom a lot. But, I mean, as you can see, there's white up through here. So, I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with the way the silicone was sprayed on top of each paint. I don't know. But you know what? There's your experiment. Now you can decide for yourself. Do you want to spray your cup? Do you not want to spray your cup? Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence. I might have to think about that. I love this little, like, it looks like a little river, little white river going through there. It looks cool. So, experiment number whatever, I think worked. I'm not sure how conclusive it was, at least for me. I don't know, I might have to try again. I really like this big area down here and this big area, but those are a lot smaller, so it gives it a little difference. I don't know, y'all tell me what you think. I've got some paint left over, so I'm probably going to go straight into another painting, so look for another video with the same colors. But these already have silicone in them, so I can't do any more experimenting with those. But I might do like some little paint samples, and I'll explain to you in the next video what I'm talking about. So, oh, and I have something to show you in the next video, so be looking for something kind of neat. I did something for the first time. I'm kind of excited about it. So, wherever you are on the planet, have an awesome afternoon, morning, day, night, wherever you are. Thank you to all my sponsors. Sponsors. I keep saying sponsors. I'm sorry, you're not sponsors. You're subscribers. Thank you to all my subscribers. See you later. Bye.